Greetings, traveler. I've gathered for you the game mechanics of Skyblivion that are confirmed as of today in one video, so you don't have to hop between different videos and articles. I'll also share my own thoughts on some mechanics, things that could genuinely be interesting for us players from a gameplay standpoint. Your like and subscription in return. Enjoy watching. Let's start with the most important. In Skyblivion, it's Oblivion style. At the start, you choose a class, or create your own, and a birth sign. Unlike Skyrim, where you could switch standing stones any day, here the sign is the starting decision in the spirit of TES4. The new animated birth sign menu reflects the constellations of the night sky. Next, attributes. Strength, intelligence, endurance, agility, and others return. On each level up, you commit points to your attributes, and you feel the change immediately. Pace of combat, stamina, damage, resource costs. Racial bonuses set your accents from hour 0. Some openings are sturdier in melee, others sharper in magic or archery. The level up screen only appears when you sleep, and you'll see new level up messages with some lines unique to your race or to the warrior, thief, mage specialization. Progression keeps the practice makes perfect spirit. Use a skill, it grows. Hit mastery thresholds, novice to apprentice to expert to master. You automatically unlock bonuses tied to that playstyle, mastery perk system. At the same time, Skyblivion adds a perk screen with perks every level, creating a hybrid. Deliberate perk choices plus automatic mastery unlocks as your skills advance. Your character menu is the hub for all of this. Level progress, skills, and even fame, bounty, infamy, so your build stays readable from minute 1. Let's talk about magic. In Skyblivion, it casts the Skyrim way. You equip a spell in one or both hands and work in real time. The difference is that the set and logic of effects lean toward Oblivion. Classic schools, familiar buffs, debuffs, water breathing, walking, fortify, etc. And all of this finally makes sense again because attributes and classes are back. Quick parallel. In Oblivion, you could toss a spell from your pocket. In Skyrim, you always held the spell in your hand. Skyblivion takes Skyrim's convenience but builds its content and philosophy around TES4. Separately, spellcrafting. It's exactly what Skyrim lacked and what Oblivion fans adored. You combine effects and brew your own cocktails. As of now, it's a work in progress. There's a functional build in-house, while the interface and balance are still being polished. How does it feel in play? You level, you grow, you use your schools, reach mastery thresholds, and casting becomes noticeably more effective. Not through a perk tree, but through practice plus the right attributes. The more you live in your school, the more tangible the gains. And a small wish from me, an idea not confirmed by the developers. It would be cool if, alongside Oblivion-style effects, a few Skyrim-style casting patterns were carefully added. For example, channeled flames next to classic projectiles. Not pull the entire catalog from Skyrim, but selectively. A few good patterns for broader style variety. This is easy to handle in lore, closer to the Skyrim border. Let NPC bandit mages more often use such techniques. The player unlocks them through spell tomes hidden in border regions, or via crafting, combining Skyrim-style effects with Oblivion's base. A few small stories around those tomes, and we have a living bridge between provinces without breaking Skyblivion's tone. This is not confirmed by the developers, rather an idea for adding a bit more variety where it naturally fits. Now, let's talk underwater combat. In Skyrim, as you know, the moment you dive, combat is impossible. You swim across and you continue on shore. In Skyblivion, it's the opposite, like in Oblivion. You can dive and keep fighting and casting. And you know what I want to add from myself? I think this will resonate with you too. Since we have underwater combat, it'd be cool to add the ability to cut through obstacles that block your path. For example, in Skyrim, there's spiderweb you have to slash to move on. So in Skyblivion, I propose doing something similar with seaweed. In fact, it seems enough to replace the model. And that's it. Seaweed blocks a narrow passage. We clear it and get into secret places, or just continue the path. Imagine, we dive, find a sunken ship, and to reach a narrow breach, we have to cut through the overgrowth. This adds so much life and variety to the game that I can't put it into words. One more thing. I would really like the developers to give a small debuff underwater, so that swings are slower than on land. Not the same speed, but a bit more inertial, more realistic and interesting. That would be genuinely cool. And about fire, if we use fire spells underwater, let the projectile travel only a short distance, with bubbles and quickly evaporate. As far as I remember in Whiterun, if you aim flames at water, it starts to boil. We can port this logic underwater. It would add even more life to the world. I'm eagerly waiting for Skyblivion. I really want to play it already, and I just want to thank the developers for making such a gorgeous project. Thank you. Let's move on. Now about logs. In Skyrim, you know this. You turn the cylinder, catch the sweet spot. It's all about feeling the resistance. In Skyblivion, it's different. The team made their own minigame inspired by Oblivion and ESO. Here, the logic is hold release. Let's call it squeeze. You press and catch the right moment to fix a segment of the mechanism, and so, step by step, you open the lock. It feels more like rhythm and timing than hunting for a point. Plus, full gamepad support. And the team even rolled the system out as a separate module for Skyrim so everyone can try it beforehand. In Oblivion, NPCs had a numeric disposition toward the hero, and it really impacted trading, willingness to help, and access to information. In Skyrim, this felt simpler and less transparent. In Skyblivion, disposition returns. The team explicitly lists it among the classic systems they are porting. As for persuasion, the classic Oblivion wheel is not publicly announced as the final decision for now. In the devs' replies on the subreddit, a more direct, list-based approach has been mentioned. Something like admire, taunt, intimidate, bribe with success, chance from your skills. This looks like the current design, and may be clarified closer to release. In Oblivion, weapons and armor wore down. You carried repair hammers and leveled armorer to fix everything. In Skyrim, this was gone. As of the team's public answers, there will be no wear and repair in Skyblivion. Repair hammers are being removed, and they're not going to script item degradation. This is the position reflected in developer replies within the community, not a press kit bullet. So let's keep in mind that in theory, the approach could be revisited closer to release, but right now the course is no degradation. And speaking frankly from myself, I would like to see repair and wear. Yes, it adds a bit of hassle, but it sparks constant interest and keeps the game in shape. Subjectively, today in Skyrim Anniversary Edition, it's very easy to grab overpowered items at early levels. The Umbra Sword, the Bow of Shadows, and other AE goodies, and the sense of challenge melts away. Playing without the add-ons isn't appealing. With them, it's too easy. And I rarely install extra mods. That's why I believe Skyblivion has every chance to become a second wind after Skyrim, a game you'll naturally want to return to for years. For me, it's a bit like Fallout New Vegas back in the day. Formerly not a mainline number, but in fact a cult entry that gave the series new life. Crafting is expected in the game. This aligns with the Skyrim SE engine and the team's public mentions of new gameplay systems. At the same time, there are no detailed official guides on the exact crafting structure yet, so we speak carefully. What the community often discusses, recipes you find in the world, and the ability to unlock set items to craft at forges, we treat as expectations and early mentions, not a locked specification. Same with alchemy and enchanting. The systems exist in the engine, but a public breakdown of how exactly this will work in Skyblivion, the pacing of potions, recipe nuances, the role of sigil stones, and how it ties into spellcrafting hasn't been given yet. We're waiting for official demonstrations. Thanks for watching. If this was useful, please support the video with a like and subscribe. See you in the next video.